And in terms of your own professional development, what's attending the STEAM workshops meant to you in terms of that of professional development?
I think the main thing is that it's pushed me into sort of opening up into in a way that I wouldn't have done before. I mean, I think particularly the things that we've been asked to do this time were really difficult, and I think, to be honest, even after all these years of teaching, it's the kind of thing, if it came up in a lesson, I would probably think, no, I'm not going to do that. There's a better way of doing it, and it would have ended up with me telling the kids, rather than. I mean, this was very much about, ensuring that the students got involved in argumentation, and I just don't think I would have gone that extra 10 miles to actually get that to work, in the normal run of things. But what this has done is really forced me into doing something about it, and I did find it really, really difficult. It was, I got so far and then stalled, and then it was at the after one of the STEAM meetings that I figured out the direction that I ought to be going in, and then finished, and I feel quite happy with what we've ended up with now. But certainly I was stuck in the middle. So, yeah.
Well, it didn't seem that way. That's great. What about the STEAM workshop impacting on you as a teacher? Any comments on that?
Well, I certainly think that, one of the things that came out of the, I think it was the second meeting, was a technique for moving children around the class, and then this is something I don't do an awful lot of. I sometimes put children in seating plans, but certainly reorganising a seating plan several times in a lesson is something that I've never done before. So in terms of teaching or my development as a teacher, in a very practical sense, that's something that I've never done before, and to be honest, I just wouldn't have credited would have been a viable thing to do, not on an everyday way. And I think the way that I've done it, that has come out of the meeting, is a very it's one of those sort of situations. It's a very simple way to organise. It's very simple for the kids to follow what they're supposed to be doing, and so the whole thing works very well. And I think most teachers would say that shifting lots of children around the room in an organised way, so that you get these kids sat next to each other and those kids sat next to each other, is a very difficult thing to do. But there are things that I've done in this project that have made that easy, very easy. And certainly in the future, if ever I should need to reorganise groups very quickly, but very specifically in the classroom, I'll know exactly what to do. Right.